You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White sports supporters. Well, the indications have been there that the Washington Redskins, they currently call themselves the Commanders, but again, on this channel, they'll always be the Redskins, has been somewhat softening the public up for a possible return. A while back, President Trump come out and said, should have never changed the name. And recently, let me just click over here. The Commanders / Redskins have been putting up a lot of things involving history, right? Not too long ago, I did a video on this, July 9th. They put this video up. For the longest time, it was like they were trying to distance themselves from the Redskins name. Well, now the throwbacks, the actual Redskins jerseys outside of the helmet, are coming back this season for several games. And, of course, lurking in the background is the idea of a new stadium. And there you see it right there. History doesn't fade. When they bought this whole thing, and one of the minority owners is Irvin Magic Johnson, he actually brought up the Redskins. The way the fans have received us, the way the employees are fired up, and the amazing Redskins alumni. Right here, Dan Quinn, of course, wearing the Commander shirt, but with the feather on it. Native Americans Guardians Association shared that. This is a Native American group that has been pounding the table that we've talked about a lot, especially over on the big channel, pounding the table to get the Redskins brought back. All right? So, right here, Trump has come out and said, if I can help get a stadium done, a D.C. stadium done, I will. I believe, personally speaking, that there is a chance that Donald Trump, what he has done here is said, I will help you get this stadium. I want to see that Redskins logo and that name back, restored. All right, Clay Travis. Trump calls for Washington and Cleveland to change their names back to the Redskins and Indians. 97% of you agreed both teams should. In a recent poll I ran on here on his X. Right here. This is Donald J. Trump, and he's calling for this to happen immediately. All right? He has now made the statement. This is breaking news. The Washington, quote, whatevers, should immediately, in caps, change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. Bravo. There is a big clamoring for this. Likewise, the Cleveland Indians, because the Guardians is, like the Commanders, one of the worst names I've ever heard. And make sure, Cleveland Indians, you bring the great Chief Wahoo back when you do it. Likewise, the Cleveland Indians, one of the 6 original baseball teams with a storied past, are great Indian people in massive numbers wants this to happen. The last video on this, or one of the last ones I did, I showed the poll where 90% of Native Americans have absolutely no issues with the Cleveland Indians, the Redskins. They don't have a problem. They're not offended. This is a white liberal problem. All right? That's the ones that's got the issue. Our great Indian people in massive numbers want this to happen. Their heritage and prestige is systematically being taken away from them. 3 times are different now than they were 3 or 4 years ago. We are a country of passion and common sense. Owners, get it done. In caps. That's officially a big shot fired right there. You see that. Breaking news. It's everywhere now. Trump calls on the Washington Commanders owner to bring the Redskins name back. I had a feeling he was going to make a more direct statement about this situation, and here it is. Here it is. It has officially happened. And like I said, this organization right here, we've done a lot of videos on this organization. This is the logo. All right? Justice for Two Guns. All right? Yeah, the chief, the logo. This was done in honor, that logo was of an actual Native American person that was real. It was in his honor. And everything went nuts. Oh, that's hilarious. But there's Trump in an Indians outfit. I mean, honestly. And I've said, if this happens, guys, I'm a 49ers fan. I'm a 49ers fan that will own Redskins merch. I guarantee you that. It will immediately be, I believe, the number one highest selling sports merch on the market the moment that comes back. This is Clay Travis's poll right here that he ran on July 10th when that other news was breaking. Yes, back to the Redskins. 96.6% of 39,000 votes. That's overwhelming. That's plenty of people to overwhelmingly get the vibe of where people stand on this. That's a wrap is what that is. 97 out of every 100 people say bring the Redskins back. And I assume bring the Indians back. The Indians, I mean, man, come on. God, I mean, watching Major League is not even the same these days because I know where this was headed for the Cleveland Indians, all because their owner in 2020, the summer of love 2020, had a ridiculous dream and thought he needed to jump out there and virtue signal. Unbelievable. And look, let us not forget, there's been some Roger Goodell, Trump cross-pollination going on. There's been a lot with Trump and the NFL in general over the last several months. I believe this is something that's been talked about. All right? And the restoration, the idea that we could have the restoration of the Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Redskins. I mean, twice a year with Jaden Daniels. Arguably the best super young quarterback in the NFL. Super young. I understand there's better young quarterbacks right now, but I mean, I think he's in the top 10 already. Can you imagine the merch sales on his jersey? Shit, man, what are you talking about? Man, Joe Gibbs, Sean Taylor, Art Monk, Darryl Green, the Hogs, Riggins, Theismann, Ripien. We could go on. We could go on and on. Doug Williams. My God, Doug Williams. If they do this, I'm buying a Doug Williams jersey. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. This is the time to voice your displeasure. I just hot off the press. Use promo code CC22. I will have a link for this shirt in the comments section pinned. Save Caitlin, fire Kathy.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.